Oh, yeah. Here we go. Gonna be the very first music reaction on this channel. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of Tom Macdonald. All right, so I do know Tom, know him pretty well, although I have not watched, haven't watched any of his newer videos. Although I must admit, I did try to do a review on this video literally about an hour ago, and I forgot to hit the record button on the mic because it's my first time recording. I was all excited. I did a whole review and for nothing. So unfortunately, I have seen this one, but I'm gonna go and do it again because I'll just repeat most of the stuff I said last time. So I make music myself, and one of the reasons why I'm doing these reactions, because I kind of feel like me and Tom, we have same kind of energy, right? Same kind of vibes and same kind of political perspective, same type of fans, I think. So we're gonna get into this, and we're gonna break it down. Here we go.
I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay, long as you wave an American flag. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality.
Yes. So as I mentioned the first time I did this video, you know, Tom is an equal opportunist when it comes to criticizing people. He's not somebody who just is like heavily on the MAGA side of things. He's not heavily on the left side of things. You know, he's a common sense guy. He's in the middle. I'm kind of the same. I'm in the middle, and we're both very outspoken, right? So I think basically, like he said, I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're gay, I don't care if you're straight. You know, he cares more about the content of your character, right? How you're acting. Your actions speak louder than a lot of times your words, right? You know, you have these people going out and they're doing all this crazy actions and crazy stuff, and a lot of it's just uncalled for. It's not needed, it's not wanted. So, but anyways, I don't want to miss the start of his first verse. I'm going to go back just a tiny bit.
That's equality.
Middle finger.
I've been in the ghetto in the burbs. Black, white, rich, poor, flip him out a bird. Give a damn, anyone can get to work. Gay, straight, left, right, give them all a turn. I don't see color like you. Long as we waving that red, white, and blue. Keep all that weird away from the kids. If you're good, then we're good. If you're cool, then we're cool.
All right, so that part there I relate to as well. You know, Tom, like he's actually been in some pretty tough neighborhoods, if I remember through kind of his history that I've gone through in the past, right? He has lived in, you know, the ghetto or some pretty tough communities, right? He has lived amongst minorities, right? He's not a white privileged guy. Like, a lot of that's bullshit, right? There's plenty of poor white people, you know, in America and in Canada, right? Like, a lot, you know, especially now. Like, right now is worse than ever because of what's going on with the community and the economy, right? What they're doing with all the illegal immigrants, and even, unfortunately, and even Canada, legal immigrants, is just basically destroying the country right now, flooding all these people in from third world countries, and the price of everything skyrockets because it's not natural. It's not a natural growth. It's a very unnatural growth, and with unnatural growth, which unfortunately is directly related to economic, right? It's all economics basically, you know. But I was like Tom. I grew up in a kind of a nice area, and then when I was about 20 or so, I moved down into the big city, down to Toronto, and we lived in one of the worst neighborhoods right off the bat. We didn't know any better, fucking didn't know nothing, just very naive, right? And we were right in the shit. Dundas and Shooter, and Dundas and Shooter is one of the worst neighborhoods in Toronto. So I know the same feeling that Tom went through. Like, everywhere you looked, it was like a drug dealer, you know, fucking like a sketchy gang member, fucking prostitutes fucking everywhere, crackheads fucking everywhere. That was crack central, man. So you had to have your head on a swivel because everywhere you looked there was shadiness all around you, right? And it wasn't really just about race because these were all people of all races that were all just fucked up, right? So I know what
White
he's
boy who
talking
don't got
about
an issue
here.
with adversity. I don't got a problem with diversity. I don't care if you street smart or went to university. Everyone to homie till they turn on me. Nerdy, Caucasian, a turban, a Asian, a black man, a trans, a woman, a they, them. I'll never hate you for physical traits, but I'll judge you for all of the ways you behave. I don't care if you
Yes, exactly. You know what? Who cares about how you dress and how you look? Like I'm not a, I grew up in Toronto for 25 years. I lived there, right? I did not care about people's appearances, right? The only thing that ever really bothered me were basically the women that wore the full face, like the burqas and shit like that, right? And I used to work with women that would have burqas on, and I would just tell them right to their face. I go, you know what? I don't respect anyone that wears a mask in public. I just don't. I don't trust you. I shouldn't trust you. Why? And I would say to her, I'd say, why is it fair that you get to see my face and I don't get to see your face in a free society, right? Where you're not in Somalia. This is not Mogadishu. Nobody here is forcing you to cover your face. And quite frankly, it's very disrespectful that you cover your face and I work with you and I don't get to see your stupid fucking face. I don't care if you're pretty. I don't care if you're ugly. I just deserve to know who you are. I go, how is it fair that you have an advantage that in the workplace you never show your face, no one knows who you are, but out in public you could be out walking with your face uncovered and nobody would know who you are that works with you, but you would know who they were. You have basically given yourself a social advantage over people because you could be walking down the street and be like, oh, I know that guy. I work with him at work, but he doesn't know me. He's never seen my face before. And you can just walk by and blow me off like I don't even exist. See, I don't respect that. I don't like people like that, right? And, you think you're free, but you're oppressed. You're an oppressed person, basically. But that's the only thing I really had a problem with. Other than that, I don't care if people want to wear turbans. Like, I don't give a shit. It looks fucking stupid, but you can wear that. I don't care. It's your cultural thing. It doesn't bother me. I would never do it because, again, it looks dumb. But there's a lot of things like that, right? Just because I don't like something, I'm not going to care, right? I'm not going to get in a fight with somebody. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to care. And that's what Tom's talking about. So, anyways, getting back to it, we'll do a lot of chatting on this channel.
care if you straight, care if you gay, long as you wave an American flag. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality. I've been pissing everybody off. Republicans and liberals, yeah, everybody's soft. I don't care what side you be on. Conservative or Democrat, motherfucker all. I don't divide up his sides. Long as you waving the stars and the stripes. Long as you promise that you'll ride or die. Could be black, could be white. If you down, you alright. I'm a white.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's what I said earlier. Like, he's equal opportunist. He doesn't care, if you're on the left or the right. If you're kind of extreme to either side, he's going to criticize you, right? So, yeah. Because there's both sides. It's, like, I'm more in the middle, but if anything, maybe I'm more conservative, but only because the people that are on the left side now and the Democrats and liberals are just way too far to the left, right? Just way too much bullshit. And I agree with everything that he basically says about it, right? So,
White boy, I don't got a problem with an immigrant. Met a few, I like them more than citizens. Long as they ain't criminals or ignorant, I give them all the benefit. Let them in the kick it if they're innocent. Nerdy, Caucasian, a turban, a Asian, a black man, a trans, a woman, a they, them. I'll never hate you for physical traits, but I'll judge you for all of the ways you behave. I don't care.
nice little break there. So, like a lot of Tom's songs, he's got like multiple layers to it, right? He's got his regular verse, he's got the break, which that was the break, and then he's got the chorus, right? And I kind of like that about Tom's music. He's always musically he's a lot deeper than people realize, and I think that's part of his background with the rock music and stuff like that. Like, I don't think people really give him enough credit for the musical aspect, like how he understands it, right, and how he utilizes it in almost every single song to his advantage. but I'm gonna point it out because I recognize it as an artist myself. I know, like, yeah, the breaks and everything all kind of leads up, and a lot of time it's about, for me anyways, it's about the beat, because I don't make my own beats, so I have to adapt to the beat that I'm listening to, right? And if it's got a spot for a break and whatnot, then great. If it doesn't, then you can't force it, right? Whereas Tom, like, he makes his own beats, so if he wants a break, he'll just make it, you know. So that part I envy about Tom a lot. Like, I wish that I could be on that level making my own stuff, but get there maybe eventually. Right now I'm very happy with the people that make the beats for me. Like, the beats I think are awesome on my album. So better than I could do, and that's how I look at it. If I could do better, I would, but if I can't do better, I'm gonna still take whatever's the best, and if that's somebody else,
Care
then
if you
so.
black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay, long as you wave an American flag. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality. I don't care if you dead broke or you rich. I don't care about the pigment in your skin. I don't care if you in a church or a mosque. It's all good, it's all love till it's not. I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay, long as you wave an American flag. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality.
All right, good shit. So yeah, that last part too, where he's talking about how doesn't really care about your religion and all that stuff, or your culture, and it really just comes down to your actions, right? It really does. And even about the religion and stuff, like, don't care about Christians, don't really care about Muslims or Jews, or care about the actions though, right? When a lot of times when I'm criticizing certain people, I'm criticizing the extremists, right? I don't try to generalize and say, well, all these people are all horrible, right? But in reality, like, certain groups of people, they do have, cut off. This will happen often. 3, 2, 1. Yep, so you have to get used to that. My videos do cut off a lot sometimes, especially near the end. I don't know why, but just shitty older technology. So, but there's my first review. I'm going to cut it out there. That's a pretty good view to start. So like I said, I got multiple albums. If you made it this far, check out some of my tunes. Like, I got a Rumble page, I got a YouTube page. I have an actual album available for CD purchase. I know Tom's fans, they buy his CDs, and so that's what I want to offer too. So I got CDs as well. So, well, I got one CD anyways. I got 2 albums, but only one of them is in CD format, but at the moment anyways. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do a lot more reviews. We'll do a lot more Tom reviews. We'll do other reviews as well and reactions, but that's it to start. So hope you enjoyed, and later.